Audi's product overhaul is picking up serious momentum, with recent introductions like the next-generation A5 and Q5, alongside the fully electric A6 and Q6 e-tron models. The brand from Ingolstadt is now turning its attention to a crucial member of its SUV lineup, the compact Q3. Once seen as a slightly aging offering in Audi's portfolio, the Q3 is finally stepping into its third generation, and the changes go deeper than a mere facelift. While the Q3 may live in the shadow of larger models like the Q5 or Q7, the 2026 iteration proves Audi has not overlooked its entry-level SUV. The latest Q3 is not only more advanced, but it also carries a few unexpected features that help it stand out in the crowded luxury crossover segment dominated by the BMW X1 and Mercedes GLA. Bolder looks, smarter lighting. On the outside, Audi takes a daring step by equipping the new Q3 with split headlights and taillights, a design flourish surprisingly not adopted by its larger siblings. The daytime running lights are positioned up top for instant visibility, while the primary matrix LED units are hidden behind deeply tinted glass and framed in glossy black. Each headlight unit houses a staggering 25,600 micro-LEDs, each about half the width of a human hair, an impressive feat of engineering, albeit likely expensive to replace. At the rear, the Q3 adopts a dual-light setup, combining a lower LED bar with an upper OLED light system. Audi allows customization to taillight appearance through 6 different lighting signatures, utilizing 36 individually controlled segments. An illuminated Audi badge between the taillights completes the high-tech look, echoing cues from the new A6 e-tron. And perhaps best of all, no fake exhaust tips. The new Q3 ditches the dated design trope, opting instead for a clean, diffuser-style rear bumper. This aligns with Audi's promise to move away from visual gimmicks, though we suspect a more aggressive styling will appear on the upcoming SQ3 and RSQ3 versions. Premium proportions and aero refinement. In profile, the Q3 has grown up, visually at least. The resemblance to the larger Q5 is striking, perhaps too much so. But the details are different. The wheel arches, for instance, nod to Audi's Quattro heritage with sculpted flares. Wheel sizes span from 17 to 20 inches, depending on trim, and tire width has been bumped up to 235 millimeters on higher variants. More than just cosmetic tweaks, the Q3 now boasts improved aerodynamics. Audi claims to have reduced the drag coefficient from 0.32 to 0.30, a modest but important refinement that should translate into better efficiency, particularly at highway speeds. A cabin that thinks ahead. Inside, Audi continues its digital-first design philosophy, but with a few surprises. The Q3 gets a fully digital 11.9-inch instrument cluster and a 12.8-inch central touchscreen, both running on Android Automotive rather than Audi's proprietary software. That means better app integration and potentially smoother updates. However, not all choices are for the better. The touch-sensitive buttons on the steering wheel and thick screen bezels may not win everyone over. Interestingly, the new Q3 skips the optional passenger-side screen seen in other Audi models. That omission might be a blessing in disguise, as the absence of it in the Q5 leaves an awkward blank spot on the dash. Audi is also addressing interior noise by giving the Q3 a first-in-class feature, acoustic front-side glazing. It's a small detail that can make a big difference in cabin comfort, especially at higher speeds. The gear selector has been relocated from the center console to a compact lever behind the steering wheel, freeing up space for dual cup holders, a cooled wireless charging tray, and USB ports. To maintain ergonomic control, Audi developed a multifunctional stalk on the left that manages turn signals, lights, and wipers all in one. Roomy and ready for action. Practicality hasn't been sacrificed in this redesign. The new Q3 offers 488 liters, 17.2 cubic feet, of cargo space with the rear seats in place. Slide the seats forward, and the volume increases to 575 liters, 20.3 cubic feet. Fold them down entirely, and you get a generous 1,386 liters, 48.9 cubic feet. More than enough for weekend getaways or bulky sports gear. And if towing is part of the plan, the Q3 won't disappoint. Properly equipped, it can tow up to 2,100 kilograms for 1,630 pounds, a figure that puts many rivals to shame in this category. A balanced powertrain portfolio. Audi's approach to powertrains is broad and pragmatic. At launch, the base model features a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with mild hybrid tech. This unit produces 148 horsepower and 250 newton-meters, 184 lb-ft of torque, sent to the front wheels via a 7-speed dual-clutch S-tronic transmission. It can deactivate 2 cylinders under low load to improve fuel economy. Moving up, there's a 2.0-liter turbocharged gasoline engine with 261 horsepower and 400 newton-meters, 295 lb-ft, pair exclusively with Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system. For diesel fans, a 2.0 TDI is available with 148 horsepower and 360 newton-meters, 266 lb-ft. Though curiously, it's FWD only at launch. The most intriguing offering, however, is the plug-in hybrid version. It pairs the 1.5-liter engine with an electric motor to deliver 268 horsepower and 400 newton-meters, also in FWD form. The 19.7 kilowatt-hour battery enables an electric range of up to 75 miles, 120 kilometers, WLTP, which is impressive for this class. When empty, the battery can be charged from 10 to 80% in less than 30 minutes via 50 kilowatts DC fast charging. Interestingly, the PHEV uses a 6-speed automatic, unlike the other models. The new Q3 will launch in Europe this September, starting at €44,600 for the base 1.5-liter model. The plug-in hybrid will begin at €49,300. While Audi hasn't confirmed U.S. arrival details, expect a refreshed Q3 to land stateside by late 2025 or early 2026. With the Audi Q2 officially discontinued, the Q3 will become the brand's new entry-level SUV, a position it seems more than ready to own. A sportier SQ3 is in the works, and hopefully a new RSQ3, though don't count on the beloved 5-cylinder engine making a comeback. A sleeker Q3 Sportback version is also expected, aimed squarely at the BMW X2. For now, an all-electric Q3 isn't on the roadmap, but Audi has confirmed a new affordable EV for the A3 segment due next year. Whether the hatchback or compact crossover, one thing is certain: Audi's small car strategy is evolving fast. The 2026 Audi Q3 may not grab headlines like its larger siblings, but with its thoughtful upgrades, fresh tech, and multiple powertrains, it's one of the most complete and compelling compact luxury SUVs on the market today.